Hello everyone, I am Pramila. Hope you are doing well. Now we will discuss one Leetcode problem, that is longest harmonious subsequence. Let's read the problem statement. Here we define a harmonious array as an array where the difference between its maximum value and its minimum value is exactly 1. That means the array should be 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, or 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. So here minimum is 3 and maximum is 4. So the difference between this is 1. So this is the problem statement. Now given an integer array nums, return the length of its longest harmonious subsequence among all its possible subsequence. So let's take one example. If we consider the second example, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. In this array, how many subsequence array we can create? So we can create a subsequence array such a way by which minimum and maximum element in that subsequence array difference should be 1. That means in this array, if we take 1 is a element in that array, then if 1 is minimum, then maximum should be 2. Then will this 3 come? No, because if 1 is the minimum, then 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So 3 won't come. That means this is one subsequence array. If we consider 2, then if we consider this as min, then what would be the maximum? 2 plus 1 equals to 3. In this array, 2 plus 1 is this. So this is another subsequence array. And if we consider 3, then what would be the subsequence array? 3 and 4. That means from here we can see that in our array, how many unique numbers we can consider in an array. So here, if 1 is minimum, if 1 is min, then maximum should be 1 plus 1. That means maximum should be 2. So in a subsequence array, the element will be either 1 or 2. Similarly, here also in 3 and 4, the element is either 3 or 4, not less than 3 or more than 4. It should be 3 and 4. Now let's see the first example, that is 1, 3, 2, 2, 5, 2, 3, 7. 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, okay, sorry. 2, 2, 5, 3, then 2, 7. If I consider this array here, first I will consider this 1 as min. Then what would be the subsequence array? If I take this as min, then it should be either 1 or 1 plus 1. That means 2. So in this whole array, the subsequence array will be 1. Here 3 will come. So we will, okay, once I will go to the problem statement. Where it went? It suddenly disappeared. Here it is. Okay. So here you can see in the problem statement it is mentioning that we can perform here in subsequence array means if we jump to the problem, then there it's mentioned that one array is considered as subsequence array. There we can, like in that array, within the array we can eliminate any element, but we can't change the order of that array. That means here in this array, what we written here, so in this array you can see 1 is there, but after that 3 is present. So 3 is more than, like 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is not comes under this subsequence array. Then we can remove this and we can take the second element, that is 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So we will take this one, and then again this 2. We will take this as well. And 5 will also get removed. 5 will also get removed. 3 will also get removed, and we will consider 2. So now for 1, if 1 is min, then the subsequent array will be 1, 2, 2 and 2. This is the subsequent array. Do we have any other subsequent array? If we consider 3, if 3 is, if let's consider min equals to 3. If 3 is min, then max should be 3 plus 1. Do we have 3 plus 1 equals to 4? Do we have 4? No. In our array there is no 4. That means we can't consider a subsequent array for this 3. If 3 is min, then we can consider this array. Now we will consider 2. If 2 is min, then max will be 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Do we have 3 in the array? Yes, we do have. That means we will create a subsequence array. We will find out a subsequence array in this main array. So 3, 2, again 2, but 5. Will it get considered 5? No, because if min is 2, then max should be 3. Then 5 is more than 3. So it will also get eliminated. Then 3, 2, 2, again 3, we will take 3 and we will take 2. So the another array becomes 3, 2, then 2. Now 3, 2. Okay, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. Okay, 3, 2, 2, and then 3 and 2. So this would be the array. And now let's check for 5. If we consider 5 as min, the max should be 6. We don't have 6 in our array. As well as if we consider 7 as min, the max should be 8 and we don't have 8 in our array. So finally our subsequence array, we will find out two subsequence array. One is 1, 2, 2, 2. Another one is 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. So which is the which subsequence array's length is greater? Here 4 is the length, here 5 is the length. So this is the greatest subsequence array and we have to return 5. Now I think you will understand the statement as well as how we were going to calculate the length. That also we have understand. Now we will find out the approach. What should be the approach? So here we can see that in this array, first consider the brute force approach. In brute force approach, how we will get the final answer, the longest subsequent array. Here first for each array index, we will consider this array index either min or max. If this is the minimum value of that subsequence array, then what would be the maximum value of that subsequence array? Definitely 1 plus 1, because the difference between min and max should be 1. Then if 1 is the minimum, then 2 will be the maximum, and we will traverse whole the array and we will find out if we have 1 plus 1, either 1 or 1 plus 1, then we will find the array length, subsequent array length. Like here 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2. If this is the array and we will consider this as min and we will traverse through whole the array, what would be the logic if here first will for I equals to 0, I plus plus and length. Now again we will run off. Here we will find out the index like number, and here index is this array of I, and this is the main. And what would be the max? We will consider this as main. Then we will find out, we will again write a for loop, and there what we will check also from 0 to length. We will check if this is our num plus 1 equals to nums of I. If this condition gets satisfied, then we will add it in. Here we will take at sum equals to 0, and here this is 1 here, okay, and here sum plus equals to 1. And at the end, when we will come out from this loop, then we will check in our answer already if what is present in our answer is that maximum answer, or what we are calculating in sum, is this the maximum. Then max of answer comma sum, right? So, and in outside the for loop, here we will define our answer first, initialize our answer as 0. So initially our answer should be 0. So that is our brute force approach. Now let's think about something else. This will take, so there is two for loop. That means here n, if array length is n, then it's not, if array length is n, then our time complexity should be n cross n, that means n square. And now we'll find out the optimized solution. What we will do first, in our, if this is our array 5 2 1 2 and then 3, this is 3, we will take a dictionary. Inside dictionary, for each value how many times it get occurred, we will calculate the sum of occurrence and we will add it in dictionary. For 1, how many times it get occurred? 1 2 2 times, so we will add it 2 here. For 2, the occurrences are 1 2 3, so here we will add 3. In dictionary we will add 3. And for 3, 2 times it comes in the array, so we will add it 2. For 5, how many times this comes? It comes in only once, single time. That means here we will add 1. Now how we will calculate the longest subsequence array? So here let's see, for 1, if we consider 1 as minimum, then what would be the maximum? 1 plus 1. How many times 1 plus 1 means 2 comes? 3 times. Then, and how many times 1 comes? 2 times. Then 2 plus 3 equals to 5. So the subsequence array length will be 5. For 2, for if we consider 2, then if 2 is minimum, then what would be the max value for this? 2 plus 1, that means 3. So if how many times 2 comes? So 2's occurrence is 3, and 2 plus 1 3. How many times 3 occurs? 3 is also occurs as 2 times, that means 3 plus 2. That means if we create a subsequence array for array of 2 and 3, then the length will be again 5. And for 5, if 5 is the mean value, what would be the max value? 5 plus 1, 6. Do we have in our dictionary 6? No, we don't have. That means we are not going to consider this value. Now we have created two subsequence array, each of length 5 and 5. So any of this we can return. Okay. Now jump to the solution. Here we can see we have created one dictionary in this line number 3, and dictionary we initialize this dictionary, the value should be integer type, and first we will initialize answer as 0. And now we were traversing through the numbers array, and inside array whatever element is present, for that we will adding the count in our dictionary, and there we will calculating if dictionary has minimum value. If dictionary has minimum value for this, let's suppose if dictionary has element 2 and if it holds element 1, then we will find out the subsequence array lengths, by which I already explained how we will get to know that what would be the length. So there we will do the sum of the current element and the minimum element, and we will consider the answer. And other thing is, there it should be possible which element we are currently considering, there it should be the maximum element as well. So once we will consider this particular element as a minimum element, and in the second time we will consider this element as a maximum element, and we will calculate our answer. Which answer will be the maximum, we will return that answer. Okay. Now we will calculating what would be the space and time complexity. So in this solution we can see that only one for loop is written. That means time complexity is big O of n. And what would be the space complexity? The space complexity is, tell me what would be the space complexity? Space complexity, that dictionary holds value, that is unique value of nums and the count. So if all the nums are distinct, then we can say that space complexity in plus n, that means 2n. Okay, so this is our space complexity. Same. Yeah. So this is the solution of this question. Thank you everyone. If you feel that solution is helpful for you, please comment it, then I will understand how many do I need to improve anything else, or is it fine. Thank you.